Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach is a profound exploration of self-compassion and mindfulness, advocating for a life free from self-judgment and internalized shame. Brach, a clinical psychologist and mindfulness teacher, presents Radical Acceptance as a path to emotional freedom, helping readers overcome feelings of unworthiness and the struggles associated with self-blame. In this book, she combines Buddhist principles, mindfulness practices, and personal anecdotes to guide readers toward accepting themselves fully. Here's a breakdown of the key elements and teachings from Radical Acceptance. The core concept of radical acceptance. At the heart of Brach's work is the idea of radical acceptance, which involves acknowledging and embracing all aspects of oneself, thoughts, emotions, flaws and strengths, without judgment. According to Brach, many people live in a state of self-alienation and self-criticism, haunted by a pervasive trance of unworthiness. This trance, fueled by societal pressures and self-imposed standards, distances people from true self-compassion and inner peace. Brach encourages readers to wake up from this trance by practicing radical acceptance, a process that requires them to recognize and accept their reality without resistance. By allowing space for all of our experiences, even the painful and uncomfortable, we can cultivate a life of true freedom, empathy, and connection. Key learning points from Radical Acceptance. 1. The trance of unworthiness. Brach introduces the concept of the trance of unworthiness, a state of mind characterized by pervasive self-criticism and feelings of inadequacy. According to her, this trance often starts in childhood, as we internalize societal standards and expectations. Over time, this creates an inner voice of criticism that causes us to feel fundamentally flawed or lacking. This self-critical voice becomes the filter through which we experience ourselves and the world, often leading to shame, anxiety, and disconnection. Key takeaway. By recognizing the trance of unworthiness, individuals can begin the process of breaking free from self-limiting beliefs and develop a more compassionate relationship with themselves. 2. The power of self-compassion. One of the central teachings in Brach's work is the transformative power of self-compassion. Brach explains that many people mistakenly believe that self-compassion equates to complacency, or that being kind to oneself will lead to laziness or weakness. However, she asserts that true self-compassion involves acknowledging one's struggles and imperfections while offering kindness and understanding. Self-compassion is essential in healing emotional wounds and breaking the cycle of self-judgment. Brach emphasizes that being compassionate towards oneself can lead to resilience, greater confidence, and a sense of wholeness. Key takeaway. Cultivating self-compassion is essential for emotional healing and allows for a more supportive inner dialogue, replacing self-criticism with empathy. 3. The practice of mindfulness. Brach draws from Buddhist teachings to illustrate the importance of mindfulness in achieving radical acceptance. Mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, is a cornerstone of her approach. Through mindfulness, individuals can observe their thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, allowing them to experience reality as it is, rather than through the lens of unworthiness or criticism. Brach encourages readers to become aware of their emotional patterns and automatic responses by slowing down and observing their inner world. Through this awareness, they can gain insight into the sources of their suffering and begin to approach these with compassion. Key takeaway. Mindfulness allows individuals to see their thoughts and emotions clearly, creating the space needed for self-acceptance and personal growth. 4. RAIN, a practical tool for radical acceptance. Brach introduces a 4-step process called RAIN: recognize, allow, investigate, nurture, as a practical approach to applying radical acceptance in daily life. This process helps individuals manage difficult emotions and cultivate self-compassion. Recognize, identify the emotions, thoughts, or sensations you're experiencing. Allow, acknowledge, and accept these feelings without judgment. Investigate, explore the emotion or thought with curiosity to understand its roots. Nurture, offer self-compassion and kindness, treating oneself as a loving friend. This tool is meant to help readers interrupt the trance of unworthiness and replace it with self-compassionate awareness. By practicing RAIN, individuals can learn to approach their struggles with empathy and curiosity instead of resistance or judgment. Key takeaway. RAIN is a practical framework for handling difficult emotions and fostering a sense of inner peace and self-acceptance. 5. Embracing vulnerability. Brach emphasizes that radical acceptance is not about avoiding or suppressing difficult emotions, but about embracing vulnerability and allowing oneself to feel fully. She suggests that by facing fears, anxieties, and insecurities head-on, individuals can release their grip on perfectionism and cultivate authentic relationships with themselves and others. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but Brach argues that it is a profound source of strength. Accepting one's vulnerability fosters deeper connection, empathy, and authenticity, ultimately leading to a richer, more fulfilling life. Key takeaway. Embracing vulnerability is essential for personal growth and fosters genuine connections with oneself and others. 6. The role of forgiveness and compassion in healing. Forgiveness, both towards oneself and others, is another key theme in Brach's book. Self-forgiveness is a powerful step towards radical acceptance, allowing individuals to let go of past mistakes and failures without lingering guilt or shame. Similarly, forgiving others can free individuals from resentment and bitterness, leading to greater inner peace. Brach encourages readers to practice compassion not only for themselves but also for others, understanding that everyone faces similar struggles. By seeing the shared humanity in others, individuals can cultivate empathy and dissolve feelings of isolation. Key takeaway. Practicing forgiveness and compassion for oneself and others helps release emotional burdens and foster a sense of connection and peace. 7. Awakening to life through presence. Brach argues that radical acceptance ultimately leads to a profound awakening to life. By letting go of the need to control or perfect oneself, individuals can experience a state of loving presence, or being fully present in each moment with an open heart and mind. This presence brings a deeper awareness and appreciation for life, creating space for joy, gratitude, and connection. Brach encourages readers to regularly practice mindfulness and self-compassion to foster this loving presence. She believes that embracing radical acceptance allows individuals to break free from the patterns that restrict them, leading to a life of greater freedom, happiness, and fulfillment. Key takeaway. Radical acceptance leads to a state of loving presence, where individuals can fully appreciate and engage with life as it is. Conclusion. The journey toward wholeness. In Radical Acceptance, Tara Brach presents a transformative approach to self-acceptance and emotional freedom. Through mindfulness, self-compassion, and practices like RAIN, readers are encouraged to cultivate a gentle, non-judgmental relationship with themselves. Brach's teachings help individuals release the trance of unworthiness and embrace a life of authenticity, vulnerability, and connection. The journey of radical acceptance is not about achieving perfection, but about accepting oneself wholly, recognizing shared humanity, and living with greater presence and peace. Brach's book is both a spiritual and practical guide to healing, offering readers tools and insights to find their way back to themselves and lead a life of joy, compassion, and fulfillment.